Hello, and welcome to Gamer Nation, the nation of, well, gamers. I am Jaeson, your Presidente for life, and this here is Jessamyn, my Vice Presidente.
Presidente for life? More like Presidente till the ratings drop.
Silencio! Don't you know the centers like you are known to disappear? You know, acts of God and such.
Okay. Well, anyways, why don't you tell them about the games that we have for them today? Oh, great leader.
Well, as your great leader, I want you to know we have some incredible games for you today. First off, we have Homeworld 2. Also, Simpsons Hit and Run. Also, we have Freedom Fighter. And last but not least, we have Viewtiful Joe.
Plus, we're taking a field trip over to the Expression Center in Emeryville, where normal gamers like you and me are forged into the iron-willed video game designers of the future.
That is right, Jessamyn. So now I decree that this show has officially begun.
If you guys have been living in a log cabin without electricity and a computer, then you would be missing out on pretty much the darnest coolest RTS game that ever existed. Maybe, maybe not, but as some put it, it is. This is Homeworld, and it's definitely, you know, known for its graphics, known for its deep storyline, known for everything else that's awesome about it. And Dan right over here from IGN, who is actually a kind of a Homeworld fanatic himself, a little bit.
That's true.
Tell me a little bit about this one. Does it meet the expectations of Homeworld 1?
Well, there were some pretty big expectations coming from Homeworld 1, and they did a really good job meeting them. They improved on a lot of stuff, but they kept with the same core gameplay. You know, they improved like all the graphics, all the sounds. It's a really good job that they did on this one.
But does it fit actually into the storyline itself, the name Homeworld?
Yeah, it certainly does. I mean, the first game that they were actually on their way home. They were trying to find their way, and this time, you know, there's a new threat in the galaxy, and they're having to protect their homeworld from this threat.
What's enhanced?
Well, they got some really cool new units that they're the really big ones now. They got these battle cruisers that are just freaking gigantic. I mean, it's just awesome seeing all these little parts move around on them, and they're just super powerful. So they're
in other words, they're sweet.
Yes, they're very sweet.
Nice, man. So as far as challenge-wise, I mean, is it more challenging than part 1, or is it, what would you say?
This one's pretty challenging also, but I mean, if you keep through it, I mean, you'll be able to pass.
Right on. So what's the rating?
I give this one a must-buy, actually.
Well, there you guys go, man. Homeworld 2, it's another must-buy. So, hey, Jessamyn, let me know what the consumer thinks about Homeworld 2.
Thanks for that awesome review, Dan. I'm over here with Michael from San Francisco, who's going to give us his insight into Homeworld 2. Michael, what would you give it?
It's a must-buy. It's a really fun game to play. It has some hard parts. You know, it takes a while to learn around, you know, get around the interface, and, you know, some missions are kind of difficult. But if you really give the game some time, I think you'll really enjoy it, and it's definitely a must-buy.
Great. We got another must-buy over here. That's right, Homeworld 2 is going home with Michael today.
All right, I don't know about you guys, but when I'm watching The Simpsons, sometimes I get this crazy thought, like I just want to jump through the screen, I want to knock Homer out, jack his car, and then like punch Ned Flanders in the face. Kind of a weird thought, but actually Vivendi Universal Games had that crazy thought too. They have a new game called Simpsons Hit and Run. Yes, I know you guys are thinking, how many other Simpson games are there? But you guys, I'm telling you guys, this one's kind of cool. It's kind of like a Grand Theft Auto / Simpson, Bart, and Doug here knows quite a lot about this game. Doug, tell me a little bit about Simpsons Hit and Run. And first of all, most Simpson games kind of suck. And do you think this one sucks too, or what?
Yeah, actually, all of the Simpsons games on the consoles have sucked so far. Absolutely right, and it's too bad. But what these guys have done is Radical Entertainment decided to copy a genre like all the other Simpsons games are copied, and this time they copied Grand Theft Auto. So they copied a really good game, and now people can play in a totally virtual world where they can experience all these different Simpsons characters, and they get to play as like 5 different characters.
Wait, hold on. So are you saying like this Simpson game is actually good?
Yeah, very good.
Wow. So how's it compared to GTA?
Well, you can't take a flamethrower out and burn people. There are no sort of, you know, raids or panty raids. There's no, you know, the cops come out and they ticket you when you run over enough people. But basically, it's a funnier game. It's a virtual Springfield. It's not as violent, and it's
family Grand Theft Auto.
Yeah, family Grand Theft Auto. That's right.
Sweet. So, like, as far as the characters, who do you actually get to be?
You get to play as Homer. Okay. You get to play as Marge. You get to play as Bart. You get to play as Lisa, and you get to play as Apu.
Who?
You know, Apu.
Say that again?
Apu.
Okay, Abu. So, I don't know. So what is, let's see, what's the rating? IGN, what's the rating, Doug?
It's a must-buy. It's the best Simpsons game we've ever seen, and it's really fun, it's really funny, and it's fun for the whole family.
You guys, today we just made Gamer Nation history. Simpsons has come with the first must-buy from IGN. Doug himself, Jessamyn, what's going on out there? Do they feel the same? Please tell me they do.
Thanks, Jason, for sharing that historical moment in IGN and Simpson gaming history. I'm over here with Nika from Portola Valley to get her review of this game.
I definitely would say to buy this game. If you are not a really big game player, you can really get a feel of how the characters act and everything, and the instructions are really easy to follow. So if you're not a really big game player, also you can really get into the game quickly, and it's really amusing and fun.
Great. We got another buy it. This is truly a momentous day in Simpsons game playing history.
Hey, I'm Gigi, your guide to the underground world of video gaming. Now, at Gamer Nation, cheaters always prosper. And you'll begin prospering in just a few minutes when I show you how to unlock some slick new stadiums on NFL GameDay 2004. Gigi here with a pair of footballerific codes for GameDay 2004. Now, if you've already grown tired of hitting the gridiron in standard NFL stadiums, then here's 2 new stadiums for you to try out. First, start up a new preseason game and press square on the matchup screen to go to the options menu. Now, press L1. The default stadium is set to home team. Next, scroll down the list of available stadiums until you reach the ones in red that you can't use yet. To unlock the Old Carolina Stadium, select it and enter Carroll in the menu that pops up.
Grammatica kicks it off.
To unlock the Good Old Days Stadium, do the same thing, only enter sepia tone as the code. Okay, now you should be ready to mix it up on all new fields.
It's a long high kick.
All right, gamers, just when you guys thought we were safe from the tyranny of the Soviet Union, well, guess what? They are back and with a vengeance. So basically, the good old US of A is taken over by the Communist Party, and a freedom fighter over here, my man Aaron, can tell us a little bit more. First of all, are you now or have you ever been a part of the Communist Party?
Absolutely not. Never.
All right, and is this game about political refugees?
That wouldn't be too fun if it was, would it? So the answer is no, it's not. It's about fighting for freedom, lots of guns and bullets, things like that.
So how would you say this game actually compares to Brute Force, you know, Rainbow Six 3?
They all fall into that category of tactical strategy squad-based games, which is a lot of mumbo-jumbo. That basically means you're controlling a whole group of people in situations where you get to ambush the enemy, attack the enemy using different techniques. And really, this game takes that whole concept and simplifies it. It makes it so that 3 button presses, you can have your guys do basic things, attack, defend, move here. That's really all it is.
Isn't this game kind of just ripped off from Red Dawn?
It is. It is kind of ripped off from Red Dawn. But really, it's brought back into 2003 because it's got a really nice presentation, made from the same people who made Hitman 2, which is really popular.
Now, tell me this question. Why hasn't Patrick Swayze been immortalized in a video game yet?
You know, that's a good question. I mean, you got Roadhouse, you got Dirty Dancing. Ghost, I don't know. That wouldn't be so fun, right? But thankfully, the main character in this game is a lot like Patrick Swayze's character in Red Dawn. Doesn't have the same name. There's no Wolverines, nothing like that. But you get your Patrick Swayze on in this game, no problem.
All right, man. So what's your rating here?
Because you can get your Patrick Swayze on, and I know you're going to love this, I have to say it's a must-buy. This game's a lot of fun, big underrated game. You should definitely check it out.
All right, guys, that's must-buy from Aaron. Get your Patrick Swayze on. Jessamyn, let us know what's going on over there.
I'm over here with Eli from Sacramento. Political bias aside, let's get his review.
Well, I really like the style of play. You get to gather teammates from around the city of New York and fight Soviets, which is always fun. I really like how it's put together, and I'd have to give this game a must-buy.
Great. A big must-buy for this fight for freedom.
What's up, gamers? Next game up is Viewtiful Joe. I know you guys are probably wondering the same thing I'm wondering. What the heck does Viewtiful mean? Well, most people probably think it means a guy in a red suit jacking up ninjas in slow motion. Yeah, it's probably something along the lines. But my man Corey over here has actually played the game, known a little bit more about Viewtiful Joe, and actually has a wider vocabulary than I do. What does Viewtiful mean?
Man, you're crazy. Beautiful is actually just a spin on beautiful. So let's not think of Joe as being terribly girlish, but he's just super stylish is what he is.
Okay, so, I mean, it's not like a 3D game, but it's kind of a wacky 2D game. Can you explain that?
If you played games when you were a kid, then you're totally familiar with this style. It's 2D, side-scroller, beat 'em up. You just totally beat the crap out of everything you can.
Beat the crap? I mean, like, what kind of moves? I mean, I heard he's got, like, some crazy killer moves.
Yeah, he's got the coolest moves of any video game character you've ever seen. Like, Matrix style, you can slow things down, you can, like, punch bullets back at the guys who shot him at you. It's really an awesome game.
All right, Corey, so what's the verdict?
If you own a GameCube, this is a must-buy. Absolutely, there's no question.
Girls, make sure to get your boyfriend Viewtiful Joe. It's a must-buy. You guys, that is 4 in a row today. This is the classic show. We've had 4 must-buys. Jessamyn, what does the consumer think?
I am over here with Luis from Stockton, who I must say has been rocking this stylish fireball over here. But let's see what he reviews the game.
I rate this game as a must-buy. I haven't had this much fun since I played Contra on the Nintendo 8-bit classic games. The slow motion and the fast motion really adds a great element to the game. And yeah, must-buy. Definitely must-buy.
Great. Another must-buy for this man of the half hour, Viewtiful Joe.
Okay, I'll admit it. This F-Zero GX cheat we've got coming your way, it's not going to help you win any races. But it's pretty neat. I'm back, and it's time for that F-Zero GX cheat I promised you. How's about a little sound test action? You like that, don't ya? Yeah, I thought you would. Here's how to access the sounds of Big Blue. First, go to the F-Zero shop in the customization menu and get to the screen where you're able to buy cars, items, and so on. Now enter the following code. Using the D-pad instead of the analog stick, Z, left, 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 Z, Y, X, Z, left, right, Z, X, Z, X, Z. Yeah, I know it's a long one. Don't worry about doing it too fast, though. Assuming you entered everything correctly, you'll hear a chime and notice that you can now buy a new item. Sounds of Big Blue. Buy it for 99 tickets. Then head over to the track selection screen and press the L trigger while highlighting any Big Blue track for an audio treat.
You thought the last level of the Unreal Tournament was tough? Try designing the game itself. That's why we're here at Expression Center for New Media to show you how it's done.
The video game industry is very difficult to get into. Not only do your skills have to be taught, but you also have to have friends and connections. One way of actually breaking into the industry is going to a school like this, because you constantly get people coming in, you get recruiters, you get teachers who have once worked in the industry.
Really, the video game industry wants gamers. They have played games all their lives, they love games. When they arrive here, they pretty much come knowing that they want to work in the video game industry.
Well, if you want to go into video games, you have to decide if you want to be in the art part or if you want to be in the technology, the coding part, C++ type of thing. We teach the art part.
They learn from storyboarding to modeling of the characters, to animating, to texture and lighting.
Maya is our primary 3D program, and what it is a full 3D package that allows you to model, rig a character, scenes, render with environments and lighting and effects. And it's actually, there's a lot of plugins that you can use to bring it in to a game engine.
During the final 6 months, we really like them to focus in on what is their true best skill set.
You basically learn 4 years worth of stuff in about 18 months. It's so fast. It's total immersion. And once you're done, you know, the skills that you actually learn are still useful in the real world.
Getting a job in this industry is all about 2 things, your reel and your attitude. The game industry is booming. We work with Industrial Light and Magic and LucasArts games. We work with EA and Maxis and New Pencil and Mondo Media and WildBrain, PDI, Pixar, Tippett Studio. ESC has hired our students.
It's fun. It's rewarding to actually see people go up to your game or play your game, and then you get that like a nice little warm, fuzzy feeling.
Yeah, I'm working on Lord of the Rings, Return of the King. The game looks beautiful. I'm very proud of the work, and I couldn't have got there without Expression.
Everyone likes a good Star Wars. And we at Gamer Nation are no exception. This week, we have the inside scoop to a secret third ending to Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic. Here's what you're going to have to do if you want to see this hilarious alternate ending. Just before the final battle with Malak, stand in front of the door leading to his chamber. It's the one just past the robots that keep replicating themselves. Next, resist the temptation to open the door and pop an extra controller into your Xbox. Now press the L and R triggers and the Y button on both controllers at the same time. You're going to need an extra pair of hands or some serious force power to pull this off. If you do it right, you'll be treated to the secret ending. Now, I don't want to ruin it for you, but here's a tiny little piece. I can't wait to cheat with you again next time on Gamer Nation.
The first Sims game came out last year and brought the popular world of simulated people to the console systems from the PCs. Now, the virtual world becomes much more expressive with The Sims Bustin' Out. The big change here is all about the personality. When you create a Sim, you can create your own characteristics for them too. You can make a lazy and introverted Sim, or an outgoing athletic Sim. It's all up to you. To boost this new emotion in the game, the graphics have been improved to see everything better. The Sims now have a ton of new facial expressions and animations. It'll be more fun to watch, too, since you can customize the faces, right down to the eyebrows. When these new Sims interact, the distinct personalities truly show their colors. It's looking to be a definite improvement on the original.
If you own a PlayStation 2 and haven't heard of SOCOM U.S. Navy SEALs, then probably chances are you haven't jumped on the online bandwagon. But hey, we're not going to hold it against you. First of all, what we will do is give you the skinny on SOCOM 2, so that this time you don't miss out on what is one of the best online PS2 experiences. More than anything else, SOCOM 2 is not revolutionary. Rather, it's SOCOM. It's bigger, it's badder, and without a doubt, it's better. Coming to retail shelves without a packed-in headset microphone, SOCOM 2 basically expands upon the original with more maps, a more satisfying single-player campaign, complete with new cutscenes, and an online experience that promises to be much improved over the first game.
Based on the intel report, this building looks like the rendezvous point. The informant should be nearby.
Now, the number of online options this time around borders on staggering. detailed statistics for your character, numerous ranking and filtering options, and complete support for that voice chat in-game and in the lobbies are only a few of the features found in SOCOM 2.
Proceed with the mission. Over.
I'm telling you guys, man, this game is sweet.
Today we have a show full of epic battles between good and evil.
Your face will be shaped by your past. The future, shaped by you.
You know, Jaeson, I never noticed, but in this light, you look quite beautiful.
So, what are you trying to say? Like, I look like a short guy with a big chin and red tights punching out movie ninjas in slow motion or something?
Yeah.
Thanks, Jessamyn. Well, as your beautiful Presidente, I just want to bid you guys a good day. Thank you guys for watching Gamer Nation.
And don't forget, despite what some people might think, Gamer Nation is actually a democracy. So go to our website, www.gamernationtv.com, and let us know what your thoughts are.
Game over.
I'm back, and it's time for that cheat, that F-Zero. Okay. Hey, I'm back, and it's time for that F-Zero's.
And chances are you haven't jumped on blah 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 blah. And us freedom fighters basically have us fighting for. All right, gamers. Just when you guys thought it was safe from, go again. I'm gonna spit on you again. www.gamernationtv.com. Gamer Nation is produced by Our Tribe Productions in association with IGN Entertainment.